Hello Madridistas, and thanks for joining us on today's interesting episode as we talk you through some very important updates at Real Madrid. Kickstarting on today's episode, Arsenal and Liverpool are keeping tabs on 90 million euros rated Real Madrid midfield star, according to multiple reports. We are going to talk you through that on today's interesting episode, and shortly after that, we will quickly turn our attention elsewhere as manager Carlo Ancelotti continues to keep faith in 31-year-old Real Madrid defender despite lack of consistency. We're also going to be talking about that on this interesting episode, so stay tuned right up to the end of this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Follow us so you do not miss on our next update. Real Madrid midfielder Aurelien Tchouaméni may be out for about 2 months through injury, but Spanish publication Mundo Deportivo has reported that Premier League sides have still not lost sight of him. Tchouaméni, whose market value stands at 90 million euros, has had his fair share of hardship at Real Madrid, which was a reason enough to believe that there was an exit on the cards during the summer transfer window. Back then, Liverpool's interest in the Frenchman was made pretty evident, but Real Madrid just did not want to give up on him. The rumors eventually dried up, but Liverpool's interest had just taken the backseat as MD claims that they are still keeping an eye on him. Now another Premier League team, Arsenal, have shown interest in the talented French midfielder from Real Madrid. It reported that Arsenal are contemplating Tchouaméni as a potential addition for the summer of 2024. The report explains that their manager Mikel Arteta is keen on bolstering the midfield for the upcoming season, with his side set on Tchouaméni and Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. According to aforementioned outlet, Arsenal even made an approach to Real Madrid for Tchouaméni during the previous summer, but Madrid's response was that the player was not available for transfer. This stance hasn't changed, as Madrid have no intentions of parting ways with a player who, it appears, has no desire to leave the Santiago Bernabeu either. Amid all drama regarding the interest in the player, as well as Real Madrid would want to prioritize his fitness first, the 23-year-old was on the field throughout the game against Barcelona in a 2-1 win. Although the player managed to finish the game without experiencing any discomfort, he unfortunately incurred a stress fracture in the second metatarsal of his left foot on the night. Medical examinations have verified this diagnosis, and it's anticipated that the player will be sidelined for a period of 6 to 8 weeks. Having concluded with that, we are going to quickly turn our attention elsewhere on this episode, as Real Madrid manager continues to trust 31-year-old defender despite inconsistent form. While the overall result against Barcelona was good for Real Madrid, it highlighted a few cracks within the first team, especially in the defense. For that matter, the performance of a certain David Alaba was not up to the mark, and everyone kept note of it. While he was not entirely at fault for the first goal, he could have prevented it with a better block, but his tackle ended up giving the ball to Iker Gundogan on a red carpet. According to Sergio Lopez Vicente report for AS, Carlo Ancelotti continues to trust David Alaba despite inconsistent performances. The manager has not lost faith in him, but Truth be told, his performances against Barcelona is now an open debate. For what it is worth, veteran defender like Nacho has long been yearning for a place in the first team, and Alaba's outing in Montjuic could be a reason enough for him to get what he deserves. Now, Real Madrid have several issues at hand, including Rodrigo's poor run of form, and Tchouaméni's injury. Amid these problems, Alaba's outing over the weekend went unnoticed by many. Arguably the most noteworthy aspect here is his stark contrast in performance, especially considering his past capabilities when in peak form. This disparity was evident during the Clásico, where he displayed a surprising lack of assertiveness while attempting to clear the ball from within the penalty area. This lack of conviction was on display in the derby, exemplified by the ease with which the opposition scored the first goal, and in the match against Sevilla, where he inadvertently netted an own goal. Despite his recent struggles, Alaba continues to secure a spot in the starting 11 due to Ancelotti's unwavering trust in his abilities, even though his performances has sparked a growing debate. In the game at Montjuic, Alaba was missing one of every 4 passes and only managed to win 2 aerial duels, a stark contrast to Antonio Rudiger, who won 7 for comparison. Meanwhile, Nacho has been a persistent contender for a starting role. He is undoubtedly a talented center defender, but his recent performances have failed to reflect his true potential in that position. However, judging by the recent run of form, the latter seems to be a worthy candidate to take the starting role. So, having concluded with that, we have come to the end of this episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Follow us so you do not miss on our next episodes. See you next time, and Hala Madrid to us all.